Hey everybody. A lot of people have been asking me about how I do my ribs. So I'm going to give you a quick demonstration of how I do my ribs. These are going to be going on today for Memorial Day. So let me show you what I do. It's real simple, real easy. So let's get started. Alright, so you see we got our ribs here. I'm going to go ahead and try to get a little bit of this fat off. We don't need all of this. So we're just going to trim it up a little bit. Good to have a good sharp knife.
Fill your potatoes.
That way it just kind of comes off good.
Fill your eggs.
And sometimes
Hello, creaminess.
you just can't get all the fat off because it's all the way down. And we don't want to lose any good meat that goes with it. So let's see, we got a little bit more down here. Go ahead and get this off. I mean, a little bit of fat is okay. It's going to melt in. That's good, but an overabundance, it just takes too long to render down. All right. All right. So we got a little bit more right here. See, that fat's all the way down, but that's okay. Remember, like I always say, fat is flavor. I'm not the most skinniest man in the world, but hey, you know, I like to say I got a little bit of flavor at least. All right, so this is a St. Louis style rib. So let's put this over here. And you can see we have a bunch of fat on the back side. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut that all out. Like I said, just remember a little bit is okay. We just want to get a little bit off.
So 5 personal loans, low base rates, borrow up to 100K, no fees required. Introducing Propel Energy Boost. With caffeine,
Look how nice that comes off. Just remember, I always have a sharp knife. And I'm using, a lot of people use different knives. I like a little paring knife. You can get it quite sharp.
This is a payday bar with tons of peanuts and caramel that get the job done. So you can think of it as a tool to hammer your hunger,
Right.
cut your appetite in half, and demolish.
Some more, sometimes it just peels right up.
Get to it. Also,
If
try
not, we just gonna throw a couple slices in there.
Said they've had Domino's stuffed crust pizza before to compare to our new stuffed crust.
And you can see all of that fat we got.
Domino's has never had stuffed crust before. Until now.
And that'll make you, if you're doing it on a regular pit, that'll definitely make your pit flare up. Doing it on a smoker really doesn't matter. Alright, so we got all of that fat off that we need. Now we got to pull that membrane off. Easiest way to pull that membrane off is to get your napkin. Once you can grab it real good. Sometimes it don't want to cooperate.
Your health is
There we go.
now, so is your health care. Hundreds of thousands of women use hers to get access to prescription treatment for weight loss, thicker hair, and
There,
stronger
just got a little bit.
Feel confident about taking control of your health with clinically proven ingredients found in doctor
It's coming.
treatments that are personalized to your goals. Now this is
Sometimes it just takes a little bit. Get another napkin.
just for you. Prioritize your health with personalized.
Once you get it good and it tears and it gets started, and you see we can rip that off.
They drove over 10,000 new rivals.
This one's got a lot of fat on it, so not as easy as some of them.
Millions of people, millions of possibilities. Shop now.
Bottom part, that's gonna come right off.
At Burger King, we flame grill our burgers. Why? Because that's how it should be done. Hot, juicy, smoky, flame grill.
Alright, the reason we take this off is all the seasoning and all is not gonna penetrate all of that. I'll get a little bit up here.
There's an easier way. With Thumbtack. Download
This one is real hard to get off because this one is really thin. It's not like the rib part itself.
5% of patients said not only does it work,
this will be okay. It's just that thick membrane with the ribs. Now, a lot of people will cut all the top portion off, and you see where the ribs, you can slice across, right across right there. Then you'll have your top portion, then you'll have your ribs. I cook everything together at once. I don't like cutting it off. On the barbecue pit masters, they cut all of this off. All of this ribs at the top has a little bit of that rubber kind of bones. I don't know what you call it, but I like them. I find this is the best piece of meat off of the whole rib is this top portion. So now that we got everything good, all right, that's what we're gonna do. I use 3 ingredients, that's it. I'll squirt it with some mustard real good. Some Louisiana hot sauce. And then we're gonna rub all of this in. What you're doing here is you're making a binder for the Cajun smoke. We're gonna rub this in real good, get that all massaged in. All right, now we'll go ahead with the Cajun smoke. We're gonna go ahead, I'll coat my ribs heavy. You can see, don't be scared to use a lot. Because remember, Cajun smoke is only 2% salt. So what you got here is all of that seasoning minus the salt. You got a little bit, but just enough. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, you can see those ribs is all done. This is the back side of the ribs. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna let that sit for about a half hour. As it's gonna sit on these ribs, it's gonna caramelize, kind of melt down a little bit. After about a half hour, we're gonna flip it. We're gonna do the same thing we just did on this side. We're gonna do on the other side. We're gonna let it rest another half hour. Then we're gonna be ready to put it on the pit. And the only thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put it on the pit. I'm gonna put my charcoals on one side, I'll show you. And then we're gonna light that up. We're gonna put the ribs on the side that does not have the charcoal. We're gonna put the lid on, and we're gonna get that grill to about 250, 300 degrees and just let it go slow. So come back and we'll show y'all after.